coup in America. We have to liberate America. This is a big issue for the American people, by the way. So listen carefully. As you know, over decades, US congressmen have been entrapped one after the other by Israel to engage in sexual depravity with children, as Israel was secretly recording them on camera. And those videos are being used by Israel to blackmail these politicians to do anything Israel demands, or else the videos will be leaked to the public. I believe the same blackmail operation has caught many leaders in the UK and the EU as well. And that's why they all act odd and look soulless when they have to defend Israel's crimes, because they are under duress and can't reveal their plight to anyone. By orchestrating this blackmail operation, Israel conducted what is essentially a coup d'etat against the democracy that US politicians represent. Israeli operatives have thus usurped the American people's sovereignty over their own country by blackmailing these representatives to serve not the interests of the American people, but the interests of a genocidal foreign country first. The politicians are then given their marching orders and talking points by Israeli agents under the Israeli organization called AIPAC. Every congressman or woman has a person they call an AIPAC babysitter who tells that politician whatever Israel wants them to do on any given subject. You could just as well call the babysitter a personal prison guard or a minder, just like in North Korea. One of the most important actions these politicians must take is to always approve US foreign aid to Israel every year without fail. But after the money reaches Israel, part of it is then sent back to America from Israel to be used by AIPAC to buy more US politicians and also fund the election campaigns of the other politicians who are already under Israeli blackmail, so that they continue serving Israel in Congress to vote for more foreign aid to Israel, which the politicians will again receive more kickbacks from. Basically, these politicians are being coerced to engage in a cycle of corruption and money laundering, where they approve funds to Israel while receiving kickbacks from Israel from the same funds that they approve for Israel. These are federal crimes under US law. Now, besides approving money for Israel, they must also defend any action that Israel takes in the Middle East, be it genocide, air attacks on neighboring countries, or forced starvation on Palestinian children. This has been revealed by UK politician Jeremy Corbyn, who refused outright to be part of this scheme. The overthrow of democracy through blackmail should have never been allowed to happen anywhere. And all US congressmen who are compromised by this Israeli blackmail coup should actually report themselves to authorities, or else the people and the victims of their sexual depravity should make these politicians face the real risk of being deemed as willing treason collaborators against the people, right? Against the American people's sovereignty, against democracy, and against America itself, for not reporting blackmail, which is also a serious federal crime under US law. Right now, Israel is doing everything so that the Epstein files do not come out. They are most probably the ones using a blackmailed Donald Trump to try and bury the files and videos so that they keep the power of blackmail that they have over America's politicians. Power that they have stolen from the American people who elected these politicians. The American people should not let this brazen coup d'etat against their country continue. This foreign regime in power in America, behind the curtains, is the one engineering the loss of freedoms of the American people, particularly when it comes to criticism of Israel. People are being cancelled, losing their businesses, and others their jobs, their families and marriages breaking, their homes breaking, for simply exercising their First Amendment right to speak their conscience. This regime is leading the US down a slope that culminates in not only the end of America as a free country for all its citizens. If nothing is done, it ends with deranged, genocidal Israeli lunatics ruling the world. For me, I'm just like a simple messenger on video main here. My role is to hereby alert the world, anyone who cares to listen, and warn you about this grave danger. Save this video before it gets removed and share it with the American and European people who might not be aware of the full scale and magnitude of this coup against their democracy. Thank you.